Today we're going to install our mason jar honeycomb. Let's get into it. For the mason jar honeycomb, what I decided to do was actually melt some wax and put it inside on the bottom of the jars to help the bees get started. Now Jason over at Bohemia Bees told me that he stopped doing that because strong hives don't need it. The issue is I'm doing this on a hive that's a recent split, and it may or may not work, but because it's not a strong hive, I'm going to give them every chance they have to succeed. So I took some of my wax, I'm going to break it up in there, give it a little bit of a heating, melt it, and then what I'll do is I'll pour this melted wax into these jars. And what I did, I have 9 holes on my inner cover, and so I got 5 pint jars and 4 quart jars. And whatever I don't use, I'll just leave in here and I'll use this actual jar on the hive where I'm testing the mason jar honeycomb. So let's let it melt. All right, here we go. We got melted wax here. Let's go and just pour a little bit into each one. All right, as many of you very well know, I'm playing a bit of a dangerous game because I don't have smoke today, but the way I see it, this should be pretty fast. So we'll get in. I'm going to check the health of the hive really quickly. You'll remember this is the hive that I split earlier this year. And so it's not like we'll see today, but I think it's a pretty healthy hive, but it's a first year hive, so nothing crazy. That's a good sign, huh? You got a healthy queen in here. You're about to have a bunch of nurse bees. That whole frame. You got brood, you got nectar coming in, you got larvae, I never know how to pronounce it. All those cells are full. Cool. We've looked at 3 frames in a row that have good resources on them, good brood pattern. Queen's doing great. I don't need to mess around with this. Let's get the queen excluder on and the inner cover and rock and roll. Now we put the queen excluder on this so that the queen doesn't get up into the mason jars and lay eggs. Probably don't want that. Then we've got the actual inner cover we're putting on. You'll remember the video where I made this with my pops earlier this year. Okay, now let's just put the jars on top. This is going to be so fun. So excited about this. Even to be able to come and take a peek at them and see if they're building. Okay, you can see the wax that I put on top. I don't know if it's necessary or not. That's what we're doing. I'll put that box around it. I got a deep box because I got some of those. I don't know if you would need it, but I got some of those quart jars. Check it out. You see the wax on top. So you got the brood chamber, the queen excluder, the inner cover, a deep box, and then the jars. Let's see if we can see any bees in there yet. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. Those OA sponges are covering up the entrance for a couple of these. Okay, let's get back in and make that adjustment. If I move it over just a little bit, there's OA sponge a little bit there, a little bit there. We got a bee in one of them already. See that? Just in there flapping her wings. Okay, and we will check on this hive periodically. Maybe I'll open it up every day or so and make some short videos to keep people updated. I say that I'm doing it to keep people updated, but really I'm just excited. It's all about me and the bees.